Welcome to Gas Station Cappuccino, a podcast by Caffeine and Kilos.
Episode 30-something.
Episode something.
Yeah, 30-something.
I'm Danny Lehr. Next to me is Dean Saddoris. Saddoris?
Saddoris. I usually get Saddoris. I know you know the difference, or the real one.
Do people really say Saddoris?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, I think we've actually already talked about that.
We might have.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm just still so surprised because it seems so ridiculous.
Well, there's still a lot of stupid people out there.
I thought you were going to say there's a lot of Saddorises out there, and I thought that's not true. I don't think there's any.
There's a lot of, I think Sador is more common than Saddoris in Greece.
Mm.
I see a lot of soccer players like Sador.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Greek.
It's a Greek thing. The Greek national team.
Ah.
I think at one point, like I remember watching the World Cup, and one of the guys' last name is like Sador or something like that. Spelled the same. Actually, no, it's one D. S-A-D-O-R, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. Maybe 2 Ds. I don't know.
Did I like that floral pattern shirt you got on?
Yeah, I'm going, it's floral week for me, so I'm going some cozy shorts and floral button-up every day this week.
So did you just recently bought a bunch of new floral shirts, or you looked in your closet and you put one on Monday and you said, fuck it, I'm rolling with this?
I've developed a pretty heavy stash over the last. I mean, I have some from like if you look at my USAW card, I got one in my picture on from like 2015. I have like a pretty solid stash I've had, but then I bought like 2 or 3 recently that I've added to the stash.
No.
I think now I have like enough for like a week.
You got 5?
No, maybe 7.
I just bought one. My wife's uncle. I don't really know what is your wife's uncle? Is that your like uncle-in-law?
I think he's just nothing.
I think it's your wife's uncle.
Yeah, or I think he's like a cousin.
Kevin, my favorite Kevin Gates. Someone, he's like, this girl looks at me and says, "You look like someone's uncle." Well, bitch, I am someone's uncle.
Whatever that means.
I thought that was great. Yeah,
Kevin
like
Gates.
she was trying to like clown.
Kevin Gates is getting lean.
Was trying to clown on him, like, oh, look at you, you look like someone's uncle.
Because I am.
Yeah, bitch, I am someone's uncle.
Stupid.
Pretty funny. Anyway, it was my wife's uncle's 65th birthday party, and so his wife was throwing him a big party. Like, oh, they're gonna have this lady out with like a taco cart there, making like made to order tacos and everything. Invite family, but also his friends and all this stuff. Like a big party at the house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then she says, oh, and by the way, all the guys, everyone's wearing collared shirts.
Okay.
What? Well, there's a dress code? And so whatever. That's what you want to do. That's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I realized like I need to go buy another collared shirt.
There's nothing worse than a party with rules.
Yeah, and so
I understand like a wedding, or like a formal dinner, where you're out somewhere, but like you're having a regular ass party with a fucking taco bar,
and you
gotta have a collared shirt.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, in the middle of summer. So I'm like, well, here's the thing: is I've got a handful, but most of like the collared shirts I have, like I have some dress shirts. And then normally, if I'm not wearing like a long sleeve dress shirt, then I'll wear like a Henley. I don't have like a lot of just like collared short sleeve shirts.
Collared t-shirts.
Like
collared,
just collared
short sleeve.
Short sleeve shirts. Just because it's not a part of my life. Like my day to day life, I don't have to wear. Like I just wear t-shirts most of the time, and it's because I'm in and out of gyms and at the warehouse here and everything. And so I was like, man. So I've got one that I wear. I pretty much have one. Mm-hmm. Or I have 2, but one doesn't really fit right, so I should just give it away or throw it away, but I just leave it in the closet to take up a hanger, You take up space in there. So anyway, well, the one I wear on a Friday night was CrossFit Excel's 10-year anniversary, 10-year birthday party. Mm-hmm. So I wore it there, and then 2 days later, I've got this birthday. Well, that thing's not ready to go yet, So I, morning of, I went to the store.
Mm-hmm. You went and bought it, like physically.
So I went and bought one. Yeah.
At the store.
Because it was like, I need this thing on Sunday or whatever. Mm-hmm. So Saturday, the party was Friday night, so Saturday I'm like, man, I gotta go get a shirt.
Did you go to the mall?
No, TJ Maxx.
Well, there you go. No worries. Same difference.
Yeah.
Strip mall.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to TJ Maxx and buy one or whatever, Anyway, I got this shirt, and it's great. Like, it's fucking fantastic. And I was so pleased because if I have to buy this collared shirt, at least I got one I really like. This kind of reminds me of the one you got on because it's primarily white, and it's got some patterning over it This has a little more color. The one I got doesn't have as much. It just has like some birds and actually. Like,
this one was a Nordstrom Rack
red
purchase.
berries.
But I got there's a little Shop Heroic down the street from us, this little discount store, and they have like the true Hawaiian like cook brand ones made in Hawaii for like $7.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Let's go buy some.
Yeah, I've already bought 2. I wore one of them. I wore yesterday. I got a black and gray one at home. I'll probably wear tomorrow.
I might walk down there when we get done with this.
And the ones I got like the oversized sleeves that are like too big for how big the shirt is, which is what you want. You want it like a little shorter up top. You don't want like it to fit right. Then it doesn't look good. It doesn't look as good when it fits right. Like this one doesn't look as good as the one I wore yesterday because this one fits better.
Well, this is different though. Like this one is obviously like a.
It's a skate
like
shirt.
A hip. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a floral.
It's not
pattern.
a dad shirt.
It's not a Hawaiian shirt. It's more of just like like floral pattern.
Yeah.
You could tell this is a young man's.
Yes.
Like.
It's not a
collared floral shirt.
It's not a Cook's Hawaii brand. Like when you're on vacation at the corner liquor store in Hawaii.
Right. Yeah, like exactly. Like, wife's at the beach, you just got done at the old rub and tug, now you're just, wandering back out to the sand. Get your toes in the water.
Yeah. You only button up the first 3 or 4 buttons. You don't wear a shirt. You just don't wear a shirt underneath these.
No, you don't wear a shirt. You
go
go bare chest.
Yeah.
There we go.
The only way. And it's actually kind of nice.
Oh yeah.
This one's not as comfortable as the one I wore yesterday because like the bigger sleeves, it's just like
move.
You just can move. Like this one, like my lats don't really fit.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's too tight. It's too tapered.
Weightlifter problems out there.
See, it's just not really fitting in there.
I get that.
But the other one's so wide up top.
In fact, my lats are so big. I get the problem when I wear tank tops.
Yeah, just poking out the sides.
Barely moving this thing. I one time I wore
I feel like I'm gonna Hulk out the back on this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be dope.
And it's an XL.
You ever tear a T-shirt down the middle like the Hulk, like Hulk Hogan?
I have, a few times.
How good does that?
Usually
feel?
Drunk.
Yeah, one time I actually did it to one of my favorite shirts, and then I realized after I did it that it was one of my favorite shirts, and I was kind of upset. It was like I was the highest of highs, and then I just got really low.
Just didn't have what shirt you were wearing awareness that day.
It didn't, and you know what? I was in the moment. It didn't matter. It was one of those, like, it was, what it was.
What was the shirt?
It was a tuxedo T-shirt
that
I cut the sleeves off of, obviously, for extra class.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a mud run. It was, like, years ago, like, probably seriously in, like, 2013 or something. Mm-hmm. We did this mud run with the gym, and so we made gym T-shirts for people to wear. And they were tuxedo shirts. I was trying to keep it classy.
Do you have the tuxedo shirt from Tim's wedding still?
Yes.
I have mine somewhere. It's in a bag somewhere. Yeah. I couldn't get rid of it.
It's in the closet. I actually tried to wear it to
I just got the sleeves off.
The wedding that has tuxedo T-shirts with the sleeves off are way better than tuxedo T-shirts with sleeves on. So I tried to wear that when we wore to Tim's wedding to the birthday party because Jess is like, because I was talking about collared shirt and I was like, I don't want Gillen. I'll just wear that tuxedo T-shirt.
Like the gym birthday party.
And she's like, no, that doesn't count. No, that's her uncle's party.
Oh, her uncle's party. Oh, like
I tried
on Sunday.
Because we had to wear collared shirts, so I tried to wear my tuxedo T-shirt.
Oh, that's great.
I was a no-go with the old lady.
So
anyway, this we did the gym thing. We got the shirts, and so the gym name on the back, the front tuxedo T-shirt. Cut the sleeves off it. So I'd wear it every now and then, like probably once every couple months. I would just see it, and I'd be like, today's a good day, you know. And
lift in it.
People still wear around the gym, like they were around, because it's great. So then actually it was Aaron's brother is the reason. It's his fault. It's Jay's fault I tore that fucking shirt. I ruined my favorite shirt. We were squatting, and he was just doing fucking awful. And he was back squatting, and he missed a back squat. Now I don't remember what the weight was. It was less than 400 pounds. It was probably like 365 or some shit. But he missed the back squat. And I was just, and we were all pumped up, you know, like I think we'd, drinks coffee or taking some fucking C4 or something. We're all pumped up, squatting, and then he misses that squat, and I'm just like irritated. Like this guy needs some inspiration.
Yeah, he's just kind of like not in the zone. Everybody's getting all fired up. So we not allowed to miss any lifts. Especially a squat.
So I walk up to it, and after they get it back in the rack, I walk up, and I fucking front squat it. And then, and I say
which is probably a high percentage front squat at the time.
Oh, it was like 90% or something. Right?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I front squat it and I say something to him like, "You're telling me you can't back squat that." Probably called him some names. I don't really remember. Yeah. And then, or at first, I think I yelled first at him like, "Oh, you little whatever, blah blah blah," lighten him up. And then I walk up and I front squat it. And then I stepped back and I just grabbed the collar and I ripped it straight down the middle like Hulk Hogan in the moment. And then it was done. I rip it off and fucking throw it on the ground. And then I realized what I've done.
Oh, no, not my favorite
and
shirt.
I was like, that was my favorite shirt.
Meanwhile, Jay's just like contemplating canceling his membership.
Yeah. I didn't see him for a month. Disappeared for a month.
All of a sudden, his credit card started getting canceled.
And then I was thinking, I'm like, do I somehow salvage this? Like, I think it's done, obviously. I ripped it down the middle. But, like, I was, like, trying to figure out a way to undo what I had done. And there was no way. So I just threw it in the garbage can. So upset.
Yeah, no, there's no fixing that. Mm-mm. That's that.
No.
You committed to ruining that shirt.
Yeah.
No sewing that together.
Yeah.
Unless then you had to unless you had a sewn together tuxedo. So
I thought about it.
Shirt.
I thought about it, and I thought about doing like a lace thing, like poking some holes and like running a shoestring up the middle.
Oh, wow. Like Leatherface style.
Yeah.
That's next level.
Or like the shirt that some unsavory women might wear out to a club. You know, laced up the front.
Yeah.
Almost like a bustier.
Like a corset.
Like corset.
Yeah. That what it's called? Corset?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, those, It's just so funny sometimes. You see people wear stuff like that and they're serious. You're like, do you honestly think that looks good?
What exactly is going on here?
It sounds like that looks like a lot of work for not a good result.
Man, you worked really hard at looking that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, while you're ripping that shirt, I mean, you feel, I'm going to describe to you right here. Badass.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. In the moment, it was probably great.
Oh, badass.
And then
high
highs, low lows.
You know what the best is? When people do the shirt rip, but they don't make it to the bottom. They get like 3/4 way down, and then it hits the bottom seam, and it starts running sideways on the seam. And then they have to do this weird thing, because then it's like, do they pull it over their head? Do they like drop to the floor and then step through? And it's like they're in the middle of this badass moment, and then just fucking stymied. Like the shirt actually defeats them.
That's usually why Hulk had all the little cuts on the bottom where they kind of twirl up.
You get through. Make sure.
Because that way it goes all the way through.
Guaranteed to get through.
Yeah.
I made it through on this particular tear. But just sometimes it doesn't happen. You get 3/4 way down, you get caught, and then it's...
Also depends on if it's actually folded over or if it just has like a fake seam.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like sewn seam. Usually a cheaper shirt, that would probably be a tuxedo shirt, would probably be easier to just throw it down.
Go right through. Yeah.
Like one of the CK shirts, how it actually is like folded in nicely and like stitched. That might be tough.
That might hold you back.
Yeah, that wouldn't probably stop there.
That might stop you. And then what happens is people grab the bottom, but they grab it, like they bunch it up and grab it and start ripping in. They can't budge it.
Yeah.
And then they went from doing this like badass thing to just looking like a jabroni. Mm-hmm. Just like that.
Really quoted as really embarrassing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what else we got coming up? We got the games coming up.
I was going to let the people know about the AO3.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
So official announcement. Hold on, we got something. Make sure everybody hears this official announcement. Hold on. Do that one maybe.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wait. There we go. Excuse me, Larry. We got official announcement.
Yes.
Caffeine Kilos will be having a booth. 10 by 20.
10 by 20 booth.
Big booth. Prominent location. Prominent banner placement at the USA Weightlifting American Open Series 3 in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Michigan.
Yeah, that's right. Nevada. So in Las Vegas, Nevada, if you are lifting at the American Open Series 3, make sure you stop by, say what's up. We'll have a bunch of stuff out there. We'll make sure to have new stuff. We'll have some of the classics.
If you're planning on not going or you're on the fence,
get your ass out there.
Just know that's going to be the biggest weightlifting meet put on by USAW probably ever.
Right now, they believe there will be more competitors than any other USA weightlifting meet in the history of USA weightlifting meets.
As it should be. I mean, it's in Vegas. It's got a low qualifying total.
Oh, yeah.
And it's go time.
I cannot wait to play some craps and then some roulette.
Yeah, you got to roll the dice.
Or some blackjack and then roulette. But you gotta win. You take your winnings to roulette and you put it on black every time.
How many gambling jokes are going to be made by coaches in the back room?
I guess roll the dice on this one.
Bumping each other.
Oh. Oh.
I think John said he's going to be out there.
Hey, you know what happens? Someone's going to, they're going to like go for an attempt of no business. They're, hey, just don't tell anybody about that one. You know what happens in Vegas. Oh,
there's going to be every bomb out. That's going to be said.
Oh, I bombed out here, but at least no one's going to know about it, because, you know what happens in Vegas.
Man, luck's on his side today.
No. Oh, look at that save! Barely saved it. What he better go hit the roulette table after that one.
Let's just say the odds were in his favor.
Then
someone makes a snatch. Blackjack.
Oh, blackjack.
That's gonna be the live feed.
Oh, looks like he's and he is increasing. He's going for an increase. He decided to double down on this last attempt.
I wonder who's going to be on the live stream. Is it going to be standard Sean Waxman?
Hope so. Love Waxman.
There's some drama going on with Waxman.
You know who else? David Boffa. Love David Boffa.
Is that the guy that's usually with him?
He's clever, smart guy, funny. I met David Boffa at 2013 American Open. Anyway, he was cutting weight, and then he was still competing at the time. Cutting weight, and he was like, I don't think I'm gonna make weight, but here we are. And he was just like sitting in the spot, just hoping it's gonna come off. Like he was like at the end of his weightlifting career, just kind of lifting for fun, and anyway. And ever since then, I remembered that man. And now he's on the live stream, tearing it up.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's great. He's great. Also some Cheryl Hayworth, hopefully, on the live stream. Like that. Chad Vaughn, lots of Chad Vaughn on the live stream.
Yeah, we won't be there to hear it though.
No, won't be there to hear. I'm gonna sit.
We'll be there, but we won't hear it.
I'm gonna sit right behind him.
Why not just heckle him?
I'm gonna heckle the announcers.
Just throw snacks at their heads.
You know who they got to get on the live stream? They got to get Mike Graber on the live stream.
We got to get Graber and
Uncle Charles.
Uncle Charles would be good. Uncle Charles would be good.
They probably wouldn't let him drink like we do, though.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Ben Claridad. He'll probably he might lift.
Ben and I did the live stream, the old C&K.
Yeah, that was
invite.
Good. That was good. That was fun.
Yeah. God. You're right about the like euphemisms though. Like it's gonna be nonstop.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh, double down on this attempt.
Exactly.
And he makes the lift. He looked at the dealer and said, "Hit me."
Shit, it's gonna be everywhere.
They're adding weights. He must have.
We gotta get that shirt design going for that.
You think he's gonna go up here?
When is that?
You think he's gonna increase the next attempt? No, I think he's gonna hold.
I think he's gonna hold. I think he's gonna stay.
He's gonna stay on.
He's not taking any more cards.
He's gonna stay on this. He's not taking any more cards. The increase. He's going. He's pushing all in. All his chips are on the table.
The coaches are really gambling this weekend.
Looks like the coach decided to go all in on this. If he makes this attempt, he wins it all, and if he loses, if he doesn't, he's out.
I don't know. It's tough to say how Travis gambled more last night or today on the attempts.
And he rolls a 7, craps out.
Man, I haven't seen a gamble like that since Travis mashed on the crap table last night.
Exactly. Yep. And he said, "Put it all on black," and it pays off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
After that save, you better go put 100 on black.
Do you think that they should do is they got to get the sports book of the hotel to put it on the books.
Fuck. You know how many intentional bomb outs there would be to win hella money?
Oh yeah.
Hey coach, go put 3,000 on me bombing out.
Oh, God.
Going 0 for 6. But you've only gone 6 for 6 your whole career. Do it.
You heard me.
But you won't make the Olympic team. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna put 100 G's on.
There's no fucking.
I pulled out 4 credit cards.
And then everybody bombs out.
The whole meat.
It's a race to the bottom. Everyone's trying to throw the meat.
It's like that South Park episode with Bat Dad when Stan's dad tries to fight everybody in the crowd all the time at all the youth baseball games, and the kids are trying to lose on purpose. All the teams are because they don't want to have to play summer baseball. So they're all trying to lose because if you win, you got to keep playing.
Yeah.
So they're all trying to lose, and it's who could the race to the bottom, while Stan's dad's in the trying to pick fights with people in the crowd. I thought this was America. I'm sorry.
I will say that every CrossFit competition I've done,
Randy Marsh.
Every CrossFit competition I've done, like you want to win, you try your hardest, but like in the back of your mind, you're like, if I make the final workout, I have to do another workout.
Yeah, well, not always anymore, but back in the day, there's always a final.
You're like, yeah, and it was like elimination final.
It's always like some fucked up workout where it's like max clean, then like 40 rope climbs.
Run 75 miles. Yeah. Was it yesterday? The main site workout was run 15K.
I did not see that.
Like yesterday's main site was run 15K.
Eef.
Well, it said 15,000 meters because they wanted to see me.
I'm still gonna do that though one day. I'm not lying. One day it's just gonna be main site. I'm gonna wake up.
Oh yeah, no, you do it.
I'm gonna hit main site before 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And then just go about my day.
Yeah. Be great.
I'd probably have to have a gym setup though, like at my house or like.
No, just do it in here.
I was gonna say we could do it here.
Dude, we could have,
honestly, if there was a row or a Airdyne, or I would just run.
Yeah.
You can always make that up with a run.
Dude, honestly, we could do that. We could actually have like team WOD times. All right, here we go. 8:15. Everybody's meeting to do the work.
To a CrossFit gym and like pay membership to do the opens. Like
if you're doing .coms.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just talking about like if I have my own gym, like it's a different story. But like I just do it there. Yeah. But I don't think that's what I'd want to do, because I'm not trying to do the class. No,
that's what I'll say. If anything, you would join a gym and do the class.
Yeah.
But to join and then do the .com workouts.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
unless it's like a cheap open gym.
Or if all your training partners go there.
Yeah.
That's what you get a lot. It's like, because it's like the thing is, like, I've got stuff in my garage. I don't use it because I don't want to go out there and work out by myself. I want to go work out with other people.
No, for sure. But I know
what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I got a few friends that have pretty legit setups, and they're on it. Oh yeah, disciplined.
Oh, I know a guy who that's.
And I feel like that's so different with CrossFit. There's a thing about CrossFit home gym users, or like people that have them. I feel like those are the gyms that gets used. It's when you got like a Bowflex in the garage, and like a bench. Like that's when it doesn't get used.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like some of these garage weightlifters are super dedicated.
Well, actually, when I first started training weightlifting, I trained in my garage almost all the time.
Yeah, like those. I feel like you're getting better like actual equipment usage.
Here we go. Here's actually some advice for somebody. If you're a CrossFitter and you're thinking about doing a weightlifting meet, right? But you're not like on weightlifting specific programming. You're just like toying with the idea. So this is what happened to me is when I first I was just a CrossFitter and I said, I want to get better at weightlifting. And so it was like that was my Sunday workout. Is what I did. I just did a EMOM every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. And I would just do one snatch at the same weight, one snatch every minute for 10 minutes. And then I would do one clean and jerk on the minute for 10 minutes after that. And I would rest between them, whatever. And so I think at the time, I started at like, I don't even know, like 135, 185 pounds. It's like snatch 135 pounds or 155. I think it started like 155, 185 or something like that. To be honest, I don't totally remember. But I'll still go like 155 pounds. I'll snatch it every minute, just one time, every minute on the minute, 10 minutes. And then I'll rest, like warm up for clean and jerk, and then clean and jerk one a minute, every minute on the minute, 10 minutes. I started like 185. I fucking rode that pony. And then every week, I would go up 5 pounds. So then next Sunday, instead of 155, I go, instead of 155, 185.
5 pounds, that's a big jump.
Yeah, so you go
every week.
I think I actually I'm pretty sure I started 135, 185. So next week I go 140, 190, and then 145, 195, and on and on. But I think my max at the time was like 175 or some shit. And so I was starting 135 and like for 10 reps. Anyway, I did that for months, increasing. And then the last time I did it, I think I snatched 205 pounds every minute for 10 minutes and clean and jerked whatever that was then, like 50 pounds every that 255. Oh, hit PRs. I started hitting PRs every week and doing it every minute. Because when you're fresh and raw, it's like you have such ability to improve. Like when you're really bad at something or starting something for the first time, it's like layup progress. It's like it's like so easy to make progress something that you're really bad at. But the point is, you start relatively light, you make 10 snatches that are over 80% of your max, and then you make 10 clean and jerks that are like at or over 80% of your max. And so it's just like money in the bank. And you go 5 pounds every week.
Building the confidence.
You build confidence and you build consistency. Like you made 10 lifts at that, you know? And
well, I think like, if you could explain.
And it forces you to rest a little bit.
Yeah. You know, it's also not to rest too long.
But then it does get your heart rate up by the time you're halfway through. And then what I would do is when I was done clean and jerk, I would just go to the park and I would do some sprints.
Nice.
Just spend like 10 minutes doing like some
work on that explosiveness.
That's it. And that's what I did every Sunday for like, seriously, like 5 months, you know?
I like that. And it's funny, you can actually describe weightlifting with those 2 words alone, is confidence and consistency.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much weightlifting in a nutshell. 100%. You can't be scared to lift the weights, and you got to put in the effort to make consistent growth and consistency in the gym. You got to show up every day.
If your thought process when you approach the bar is like, we'll see how this goes, like no fucking way.
Yeah,
like that's it.
Especially like
you just missed
101% of your max. You know, you might as well just go sit back down.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like they were like a lot of people say high level respected coaches will say like maxing out is a skill you have to learn.
Same with back squat.
Like anybody can fucking do 90% for 5 reps.
Yeah.
Like it's not 90%. It's not really that heavy compared to your best.
Well, it really is. It's that upper end, and it's not just weightlifting. Like I said, it's like that with back squats too. Like it's funny. Like my 5 rep, 3 rep, everything was going up, but I could not my 1 rep was not budging. I couldn't get it up. I'm trying to figure it out, and Dave's just like. He's like, dude, 1 rep max is skill set. Like, you're going about it all wrong. Like, you can't just go in there and just get fucking crazy.
You're not owed anything on a single. No matter how. There's been times where I've been hitting triples at weights
10 pounds under.
Before I've done like literally like 2 kilos off of my best for a triple, and then went for like a 5 kilo single PR and missed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
Same day.
That makes me think also, when we're just talking about confidence and consistency, is that's why drop sets are so hard. Because like you build up this big set, and then you go to drop down, and you expect to walk through it. They're like, I took 10 kilos off, and I'm just going to do a couple doubles, no big deal. And then like, I've done it where it's like, it's taken me like 7 tries to make my fucking drop set. It's like, and you feel like the biggest piece of shit. You're like, how am I missing this weight? Like, I just snatched 20 kilos heavier than this. Why
The only reason why it felt light in the first place is because you were not even, you weren't like, not respecting it, but you were giving it 100%.
No, you weren't respecting it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, like on the way up.
Oh yeah.
On the way up, before you went back down.
Oh yeah, because you're
Because you got to build, you got to keep that high, keep that confidence on the way up.
You got to ride the lightning.
But then, like, you think you can just go back to it and everything's gonna be hunky dory. It's gonna be a piece of cake.
Hunky dory.
No.
Is everything not hunky dory?
That's why I love when Ben gives us like waves on snatches.
Oh, build back up.
Fuck. Because
that's the worst.
That's like, but when you make the waves back up, then you feel like you've accomplished something that day.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Ride the wave. Ride the lightning.
Working up to 90% plus, and then going back down to like 80, and then 85, and then that 90 again or whatever. Like,
dude,
that's where like you separate men from the boys right there.
Yeah.
Or the girls from the ladies.
Yeah. Or from the exactly. There's no doubt.
There's that.
Yeah. Well, so if you are going to Las Vegas for AO3, make sure you come say what's up. Did you just lose your hearing?
Yeah, I lost
kicked the cord. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just got to kind of... and if you're not, you should. We can go out there. We can make a bunch of really shitty gambling jokes.
Yep.
And
hey, come. You know,
I'll have you know, Dean and I will roll the dice with you.
Oh yeah, come find us. We'll hit the tables. We'll hit the roulette. We'll hit the dice.
We'll hit the dice. We'll hit the blackjack. But here's my rule: the way I play it anyway. And Dean knows this. He's seen it go down. If I'm playing craps or I'm playing blackjack and I'm up and I'm done, or just if I'm up, I step away from the table. I walk straight to roulette. I put it all on black. Because what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're up a couple $100. Like, is that going to change your life? Hell no. So you ride the lightning. You put that shit on black and you let it ride. Mm-hmm. And then what happens when you win? Well, now you're in a situation because as much as you'd be like, all right, well, I won it. So then you can respect yourself. You pull it. If you go all on black and you win it, you can still maintain self-respect and pull it. But it is so much more fun to shout out the words, let it ride. Let it ride. Come on.
Hit it again.
And then you play all on black again. You take the winnings, you put it all on black again, and you just spin the wheel.
You can hit a 3 streak, so you
Yeah.
got to go for the 3 streak
Yeah.
if it's a possibility. Say you win some money, and that includes walking away from the blackjack table.
So you win at the blackjack table. That's your one win.
Yep.
You go to roulette.
Yep.
You put all on black.
Yep.
And you win again. You let it ride for a third spin.
You press it.
You press it.
You press it.
Ah.
And then and after that, that's your gambling.
Oh, look at that jerk! He must have been at the. He must. He must spend a lot of time at the table earlier with that press out.
Yeah. I haven't seen a press like that since the craps table.
Earlier upstairs, he was pressing his luck, and down here, he's pressing his arms, pressing that lockout.
The John's meet,
Oh yeah.
or was it Reno? No, it was John's meet where we went.
No, that was Reno.
We went 100 on black.
Mm-hmm. No, that was in Reno. AO's whatever 2015.
That's right.
It was in Reno. Actually, AA Ron's brother Jason.
Yeah.
Was he was lifting in that
That's
meet.
right.
And
I lifted too.
Yeah, you lifted also.
Yeah.
And we had a table.
Yeah.
We had a booth there.
Yeah, we had a booth.
Anyway, we're watching Jay lift, and he was like,
Working the booth and competing in the national level meet.
Yeah.
That's an experience.
Dude, and it was I bet. And it was like 9 o'clock at night. It was super late, and I had my 2-year-old there. So my wife was working. I remember I took Maddie back to the house, and I put Harrison in charge of her.
That's right.
I went back to the house, put her in bed, and said, Harrison, you stay here. If the house burns down, grab her and take her out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's sleeping.
And I'm sure he immediately fell asleep.
He definitely just fell asleep. And actually, I told him, I said, make sure she doesn't like sleepwalk and go fall down these stairs. And so we slept in front of the door on the floor until we got back. Got back to the house.
Hey,
he was
done.
He was sleeping in the hallway in front of the door. He's like, well, if in case she wandered out, I wanted to. I was like, yeah, I appreciate that.
Good thing there wasn't a fire in the room.
I know. Or
probably would have woke up
on the bottom floor. Anyway, so we're watching Jay lift. He's done snatching. We had a 10-minute break, and we just kind of looked at each other. Dang, $100 on black.
Yep.
All right, we got time.
Man, that was the only gambling we did.
So we went straight upstairs, went to the ATM, pulled out $100, straight to the roulette table.
Some people yelled at us, hey, the caffeine
Hey,
guys.
guys, play this one. They called us to a different table.
That's right.
Come on, hey, this one over here. So, oh yeah, what's up, guys? It was, hey, cash plays. All right. So the guy let us cash play.
Yep.
On black.
$200.
Cash plays on black.
$200. One each.
Boom! Hit it.
And we grabbed it and left.
Woo. Well, I actually shouted out, let it ride, and you were like, no, we got to get back down there.
Oh yeah, because
I was like,
we didn't have time.
no, we didn't have time. You're like, no, dude, got to go.
It's
Shit.
a far walk.
It was a hike.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So then we cashed down. Fucking. Hey, thanks for letting us play, guys.
Yeah. And everybody just kind of looked at us like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. CaffeineKills.com.
Yeah. And that was it. That was the only gambling we did.
That was it. Whole weekend. That was the only time.
Up $100.
Up $100.
I mean, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
should have let it ride though. We went against our own advice, but we were on a time. Our decision was made solely off of a time deadline.
Did you play Lotto yesterday?
I did not.
Did you play Lotto yesterday? I think it was like 492 million or something like that.
Really?
It was like one of the
Someone
big ones.
win?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask. I thought Aaron would know.
I never usually play that.
Played.
Huh?
I haven't played lately.
Normally it's scratchers anyway.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But it's one of those. If it's big enough to where it's in the news. Like sometimes that happens. They're like, oh, it's 492 million. It's
you go get a couple pre-picks.
Yeah, people are talking about it in the news. You pull up, you give me a couple quick picks. Just because.
Do a $5 a quick picks.
$5,
right? I'll give you 5 quick picks. $1. Is it $1 a row?
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you basically can just throw them in the round file on the way out the door.
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah. But you never know.
Yeah. Well, it's yesterday when I heard it was up, I was like, I'm buying some lotto tickets. And then.
Well, it's still going on. Maybe I'll pick some up on the way home.
Yes, I'm thinking if there's not a winner yet.
Grab some horchata milk. Kearns makes a horchata in a box now. I saw at the store.
Horchata's so good. Rice milk. Rice milk. Gotta get it in.
It's good for me since I'm. Is that still dairy?
No.
There's no dairy at all?
Ah, fuck, fine. No, I'm not. Look at me.
Interesting. Speaking of that, I've been doing. Remember how I've been doing gluten free?
Yeah.
And I've been on it, just killing it, right?
Yeah.
And checking everything, really making sure I'm good.
Feeling good.
And then Kelsey's like giving me these crackers that have like a tomato and like a goat cheese on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. I was eating them, and I look at the box. I'm like, are these fucking gluten free? She's like,
oh, fuck no.
She's like, yeah. I got them when we were in the gluten free aisle. I remember she grabbed them. But it's not even the gluten free aisle anyway. It's just more like the whole grain area where they do have gluten free stuff also. But then like I look at them, and they're not fucking gluten free. So here I am,
and like fucking crushed half the box.
I think I had like 4 or 5 of them. But it was just like, really? I've been just killing it
And
with this, and then
she
you
just undermines you.
sabotage me like that.
Well, you know why?
She's out to get me.
No, well, you guys have been married for a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah, she's out to get you, absolutely. Look, here's the thing, is when you're just dating, whatever, like, you know, there's like care and effort, and then all of a sudden you're married, and it's just, that's it.
I was wondering why she was giggling when she was spreading the
Shit's going down. Oh,
the cheese on it.
100%, she did it on purpose, she's out to get you.
And I was like, are you serious? After all this, and honest to God,
Oh, this motherfucker.
I'm not making this up.
He's gonna have so much systemic inflammation, he's never gonna know it.
I'm not kidding. I had like a stuffy nose.
The next day.
Like later that night. I was like, why do I have a stuffy nose?
Yeah.
I think I was like got a little because I've had none in my body.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
Well, you don't drink, but check this out. It's like if you pretty much eat gluten free, and then one day you're somewhere and you just like have like two
Four
beers
pieces of pizza.
2 beers.
Yeah.
Like you're somewhere like, oh, you know what? Actually, you know what, Tony? I will have that second beer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The next morning you wake up and you have the beer shits.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you were in college and you drank like 24 in one night.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the next day how you just be wrecked on the toilet from that. Mm-hmm. You get that off like 2 beers.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell is going on? Like I had 2 beers and like you're congested. It's like it's terrible. Like if you generally eat gluten free and then you have like 4 pieces of pizza or just like 2 beers, something like that, the next day, like you feel it.
Dude, I did. I felt it later that night from like those damn little crackers.
And then you do wonder a little.
They were like bigger ones too. Like
Yeah.
they're bigger crackers. They're like the not wheat thins, but
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
those other ones.
So it makes you wonder then too, like, so then before when I would just eat this shit all the time, did I just always feel this way, but I didn't know that
It's the norm.
But I didn't know I felt this way because it's normal? Or am I ultra sensitive to it now?
Because you've gone so
Because
like you don't
I've
have the
gone
tolerance
so,
for it
you have
anymore.
no tolerance for it anymore.
I think it's more that.
And I think it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
I think it's like you don't have the tolerance for it, but also like you just wouldn't have noticed. It's just such a drastic change. It's so different, you know? But I figure like even if it's only 10%, if you only felt 10% of that way, you know, like if you only feel 10% better now,
It's worth it.
then that's worth it.
Yeah, anything over, that's like 10's like that percentage, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Like save 10%.
Yeah.
That's worth it. Save 5%. I'm probably gonna throw it away.
Hey, save 8.3%.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like 10%'s that number where it starts like people start caring.
Oh, you piqued my interest.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So there's that.
My nips are peaked.
We're a little bit out of time.
There we go. This has been Gas Station Cappuccino. Come see us at if you're at the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, if you're at the CrossFit Games or you're at AO3.
CrossFit Games, come find our booth. We are in the corner.
Real quick.
Kind of by where the restrooms are.
Real quick. Yeah,
The
we'll
vendor
have
area.
we'll have plenty of maps everywhere for you to see. Real quick, is AO3, yes or no, a national meet to you?
Well, that's a trick question. Well, because like USA Weightlifting is hosting it, and it has entry totals, but it's not.
Would you, if you, like, I see some people that say, like,
I would say
I competed at a national meet.
I would say
where'd
you
you?
don't-
I was at AO3.
No.
Well, no, that's not.
I would not consider it the national level.
AO championships, yes.
AO Championship. Well, the entry totals are so much higher.
Well, it's like you literally 70 kilos per
Yeah,
weight class.
Exactly. I would say if you lifted an American Open Series, like the Open Series, I'd say that, you know what it is? And they talked about doing this. I don't know if they actually implemented it or not, USA Weightlifting, but just having like classes of lifter, like there's local level, regional level, national level, and then international. So like local levels, obviously just starting off. Regional would be like competing at the American Open Series, that type of thing. National level is, you know, like the American Open finals, national championships, that type of thing, and then obviously international is above that, or elite level, whatever you want to call that. But it used to just kind of be like local, national, elite. Now there's like that weird kind of middle, like
the regional.
okay,
level.
so you had to hit some sort of a qualifying total, but the qualifying totals are really low. So it's kind of, it's a weird.
It's almost,
it's
like the same as like school, like university level.
Yeah, I think it's actually lower. I think the American Open Series is lower than University Nationals.
Yeah, university is still pretty low, but I think you're right.
Because I want to say it was something like, I don't know, well, I've never framed, it doesn't matter. But
Well, I think it's like 200 kilos, like let's say for 80,
that's, I was gonna
85.
say, I think the 85, I think 94 is like 205 or 210 or some shit.
But I don't think, actually, it's all the new weight classes now, right?
So basically what, you got to snatch your body weight. If you snatch your body weight, you qualify? Pretty
I
much.
think you would probably get away with yeah.
Because if your 85 is like 205, well, you snatch 85, you got a clean and jerk 120.
And at the end of the day, like that's not something everybody can do just walking in the gym trying to grab a bar.
That's probably why they made that the limits. I'm guessing that maybe they kind of made that around that because of that, or maybe just lines up that way.
It takes some experience.
No, that's kind of a general rule of thumb. Is nobody accidentally snatches their body weight. Like no one just kind of like fucks around, grabs a bar, doesn't have any like weight training experience, snatch their body weight. Like you have to have some semblance of form or technique, or you have to have at least like you have to have something going on to snatch your body weight.
That's true. It's true, and it kind of gives people an opportunity to like have experience to where when they are progressing, they can go to a national meet without that culture shock.
Well, and it gets people excited. I was talking to my wife about it last night.
It does get people excited.
I was talking to Jess about it
I'm
last
not trying
night.
to take that excitement away from people.
No.
Just kind of when you word
It's an interesting thing.
when you word things, let's not like be overzealous and like make up and.
Well, and what it is too is for travel thing, like say you're a lifter and you've done a couple local meets, and you're you're getting better, you're having fun, and you're competing as a weightlifter, and then it's like, but I don't quite qualify for the American Open or Nationals, and plus they're like, or like I barely hit the qualifying totals. Like, do I really want to fly out to Milwaukee to do the American Open Championships? Even though,
lift less than I did to qualify.
Exactly, and so it's like, well, you know what? Like, actually, there's the series, and one of the 3 American Open series is going to be in, say, Las Vegas, and you live in LA. I'm like, well, shit, I'll go to Las Vegas. I'll just do that. I'll get some experience, and then next year, after I've done kind of this higher level meet, like a national level feel to a meet, I've got some experience doing a meet of that size, of that capacity, of that caliber, and like that type of a venue. Then you could take it to the next level. So it really is that kind of like middle ground, like get some experience on that stage and that environment before going to the big show.
That's true.
The middle show.
No, and I think it's great for that idea, for that reasoning alone.
Get people excited, fired up. Because it is just like lifting in a local meet is totally different from lifting in the gym.
Oh yeah, that's 2 different worlds.
Lifting in a national meet is totally different than a local meet.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny, unless you're from the PWA where you kind of get like that. Like
every now and then
there'll be like a meet like the Kono used to be where you're on a stage.
Yeah.
And there is a back room that's in a cafeteria, but like not that far off.
Not that far off, yeah.
And then when Kevin does the PWA championships, like that's coming up, which actually we're going to have a booth at, is set up just like probably AO 2014.
Yeah, it's at a hotel. You know what I mean? It's at in the convention center.
It's got a full back room, separated from they got the TV up, they got the live stream,
the whole thing.
Yeah, they got the announcers. Hook Rip was there one year.
And one thing that's underappreciated is experience. Like lifting at national level, lifting in big meets, you cannot substitute experience. And a lot of people overlook that. They're like, well, what's the big deal? You hit these totals in the gym, or you hit these in a local meet, but then go on the national level. It's just a different experience at those bigger meets. And then the more you do it, the better you get at it, because you learn to control your nerves. And it's honestly, it's about 4 or 5. Like it takes about or maybe 3 to 5. Like the 3rd to 5th national level meet you do is when you finally kind of settle in,
just kind of walk
and are comfortable, because then it's a routine thing. Before, even your first one, your second one, okay, I've done this once before, but it's kind of But then once you're on your 3rd, 4th, 5th kind of national meet, it's like, all right, I'm settled in. I know what to expect. Now it's not this thing that you've done; it's something you do.
Yeah,
and there's a big difference in that.
Oh yeah, confidence. You're like, and then you just kind of realize, oh, this is not a big deal.
You're just lifting weights, man.
Or I'm just here. This should be an easy day.
That's it.
This technically should be an easy day.
I'm just here to jack some steel and pound some strange.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe roll the dice.
Roll the dice. Let it ride. Put on black.
Speaking of letting it ride, let's ride on out of here.
Yeah, Kia. All right. See you guys later.
See ya.